Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to MaryAnne's Mystic Mentions. I'm MaryAnne. Welcome to your daily sun sign featured love reading for the sign of Aquarius. Hi, Aquarius. I'm on the last two signs. I promised I wanted to get it out sooner as opposed to taking the whole half of the month to get each reading out. I like doing that. I really do, because I feel the energy is more relaxed and it's just, I don't know, but I'm doing it this way because I'm actually trying to work it into my regular schedule as a massage therapist. So I'm doing it, it's happening, and I'll be back for the mid-month readings around the 14th, 15th. But this way you get an idea of what's happening in the beautiful month of August for you. And I can tell you straight up, and from last month to this month, it's positive, beautiful energy, Aquarius. You are a beautiful air sign, you are intelligent, you are a thought-provoking, thinking, you want to do and learn and experience, and you have this freedom-seeking kind of attitude of independence, and you're a fixed sign. So when you have ideas, you're determined to make them happen, and it's generally having to do with other people and groups, and you're really good as a leader. And what's really, really cool about that is we are in Leo season, which is extremely harmonious for you right now. Fire element and air are particularly conducive for extraordinary things, absolutely fun, flamboyance, courage, strength, energy, spirit, determination as well. Leo is also a fixed sign, so there's kind of a lot of fixed energy. And we have the moon in Cancer today and for a day or so, and it's really about our hearts and our emotions and our love, and love of all forms. Like I said, my love connection readings are for all different types of love. There's so much to be had, and it's the most powerful energy that we could have. Also, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that Venus is in the planet of Virgo, which is a very healing energy. And Mercury goes into Virgo next week, so there's such clarity and precision and detail about your thoughts now, and they're just coming so easily for you, and you're out more and you're celebrating, because a lot of Leos, no doubt, or other birthdays that may be happening. Well, it's Leo season, so it's going to be Leos, but we go into Virgo season on the 22nd, so there's a good amount of Leo left. And Leo's whole bar, no expense. It's just all about fun and excitement. And like I said, it's a time for fun and getting around with your friends and doing the traveling you have not been able to do. And we do have Jupiter back in your sign, Aquarius. This is huge. It only comes into our signs every 12 years. And it was in retrograde from May 13th through July 28th. But it's back on for you. And that's a very, very special, lucky time with opportunities and magic and things coming through that seem so incredibly synchronistic and serendipitous, and I love that word. And that's going on, and it's in retrograde. It doesn't matter, it lessens the energy somewhat, but still these ideas, these plans, these connections, they grow, and they're growing, and whatever happens this year will then continue for the next 12 years until it comes back into your sign again. So it's in retrograde till October 19th, and it goes full force again in Aquarius till the 29th of December. So please, if you can, especially with the new moon in Leo on the 8th, write those intentions. You are the star in the zodiac, Aquarius. You can make things happen, and you always think of the higher good for others as well. So karmically, that's just a beautiful win-win kind of situation. So let's figure out who Spirit wants me to speak of as far as your highlighted connection, where I'll read 4 major categories. I've added a category for you. And so we'll start with this. I am shortening the videos. I tend to talk way too much sometimes, and the characteristics are important, but so are the messages that's meant to be spoken to you about. Hopefully you'll resonate right away. Sometimes it takes a little while, sometimes you don't. Well, it says Aquarius. Let's try another one. Not that I haven't done that, because Aquariuses and Aquariuses definitely hang out together, and there's great relationships I've seen with the two of you. It makes sense, the same sign. There's a lot of similar and foundational kind of synergy that's there. Oh, Sagittarius. So I just did Sagittarius yesterday. I try not to do it in the same you know, the same highlight 2 days in a row. So we'll try one more time, but I love that for you. There's so many connections I've seen with Sagittarius and Aquarius, including my sister and her husband of so many years now. One more time. Went back to Aquarius. Guess what? We're going to do Aquarius and Aquarius. Because for some reason, you need to be told about your energy being so powerful right now. And somebody who's with you, or, you know, another Aquarius, obviously, is very instrumental in some of these ideas that you have. And I mean, what better person to, you know, hang out with than somebody who really gets you from the inside out, like another Aquarius will. Even though, you know, we have many different aspects in our charts, our natal charts. Your sun is in Aquarius, but you may have far different, you know, other planets in different signs. But nevertheless, this is obviously meant to be something that you need to be aware of. And if it isn't a person, it's just being so strong and so in your energy right now, which is a positive thing, especially with the Jupiter there. So the 4 categories that I feel kind of really answer all questions regarding this wonderful connection. It could be just with yourself and feeling so empowered these days. That independence you have is a very important thing, even in relationships. We need to have those times that we feel like we're doing things for ourselves, we're comfortable with just being alone at times, getting away from those that we love, you know. Though, contrarily, the Cancer moon would show me that for now, in the next couple of days, you kind of want to be with your family and stuff quite a bit. And a lot of you may be going through the cycle where you have your youngest child leaving home, going to college this year. So yeah, that's going to be happening probably within the next month, right? So yeah, you really want to just kind of just share beautiful moments, beautiful memories to be had. Every moment is a blessing, right? So the first category is the overall energy bringing you to this reading. And you have, oh, okay. I'm not surprised. Aquarius, you really usually hold a lot of responsibility. I've known so many Aquarians, like I said, that are leaders, or they run these big organizations. It's all about the masses with you. You know, you do really well when you have big teams and communicate. I always imagine and use the reference of like you're the head of some charitable organization, some, you know, philanthropy kind of idea, and it's a lot of responsibility. I mean, you've got those wands, right? 10 wands on your 10 of wands. And you're kind of trying to do that and get balance family life maybe, and romance and business and time alone. So you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm kind of like, whoo, it's becoming a lot. Here's the good news. The 10 represents the end of that and going into a new cycle. 10 is 0, take the 0 away and start over again with 1. So you're almost there. You're almost to the finish line. I hope you've been vacationing though. I hope you've been enjoying this amazing, beautiful vitality kind of energy that's coming through with Leo. Not to mention you have that wonderful sociable energy of your own. I think you know what I mean. Many Aquarians I've talked to have already had their vacations, or they're still maybe planning a couple of weekend getaways. It's essential to do that, and maybe to take your child once again to their college and drop them off. I don't know, but the burden is almost over. If you feel like you're just doing way too much, that'll happen when you're parents. And if you're not a parent, maybe you just have too many fingers in the pie, as they say, right? So this is when you can decide, hey, maybe I need to delegate. Or remember, it's finishing. That's basically almost over. The new moon happening on the 8th in Leo will definitely start a new trend, a new cycle, you know, filled with new possibilities. I always ask that everybody write down their intentions because that energy is super, super strong, especially in Leo. It's a beautiful one. It's got some other conjunctions with Mars and stuff that are no joke, but let's just stick with the positive and the reality that Leo can bring such social, wonderful connections, more people into your life, more clients. If you have a, you know, you run a business that needs clients, your product will be being seen with the Leo. I mean, being, you know, recognized for your talents and your creativity, which is a lot. So that's fantastic. And there is that full moon. That's your second full moon in your sign, Aquarius, on the 22nd, the day we go into the Virgo season. I mean, this is powerful stuff. It's really about you. No wonder you came up twice. It's being in your energy and feeling your power. It's a beautiful place to be, isn't it? Second category is possible blessings or obstacles with you and another Aquarius, or just you. Three of Pentacles, boy, this is one of those mastery cards. This is the element of earth. This is growing and expanding, which is what Jupiter's doing on anything you want or dream about. It touches it and it just whoosh, it just grows, you know. It's phenomenal. It's seen over and over again. Unfortunately, last year it was in the sign of Capricorn, which is about earth and, you know, Capricorn is grounded and earthly and everything, and then Jupiter comes along and it, you know, touches things and make it expand, like what we had happen with the virus, right? That happened in Capricorn because it was on the ground. It was where we live. It was the practical part of our lives. It touched every aspect of our lives and our homes and our workplace and so forth. And for good or worse, you know, Jupiter will expand things. So in your case, though, it's about financial prosperity. It's about great ideas. It's about support, boy. Not having to go alone, though you're very capable. It's nice to have that support, and you're getting that. Your community, it's rising above and expanding yourself and just, what do they say, leveling up. Absolutely. Beautiful influence. I would say it's a blessing. If anything, you might be overdoing it once again, but just do your best to stop and allow time to really just focus your mind thought. You know, don't let your mind get too crazy. Don't let it go into loops. Just remember to bring it to your heart center, and it really changes things instantly. Take those deep breaths. Go out in nature. You love that, Aquarius. That's fantastic. The third category is finances, which this is already recognized as being something that's really growing. And I don't know how. Maybe you invested properly, or you just decided to start really looking into that and doing your due diligence. Or you want to invest in a second little getaway home. Little, you know, vacation time, you know, for all the work you've put in your life, something you've been dreaming about. These are the things that happen in a year of Jupiter. Investments come very strongly. Okay, so there you go. There's your second three. Wow, this is beautiful. And another wand card, which is fire. So you're very motivated. You're definitely taking on the energies of Leo. And or Sagittarius or Aries could be very prominent in your life. But you're looking and you're just realizing, Three of Wands, you're expanding your life. You're changing your life. There is different. You're going from one cycle to a completely different one. Children coming in, children leaving. Marriages coming in, marriages leaving. It's huge, but you're looking out and you're looking at the ships coming in. And you're just waiting, because you know with everything that you are, you're creating this, and it will happen. You're a determined sign, like I said. When you decide something, Aquarius, you're going to make it happen, and it may take a while, you know, but you are the star, and you believe it with everything you are, and you have the emotion behind it, which is essential for manifesting. So that's absolutely beautiful. This is an amazing reading. It starts out with you being a little overburdened, because there's lots going on, and that tends to happen the last month of summer. You're kind of feeling like, oh gosh, and then September comes and all the variables that happen with family and stuff, but we get through it all. So have fun in the meantime, and try not to let it burden you too much. And don't let yourself get physically too tired, because that's not going to help anything, right? But you might want to be starting a new exercise regimen, is really coming into mind with the Virgo energy of healing and stuff. So it can heal anything, relationships, your body, your mind, your soul. And you have plans, and you've got peace in your mind. You feel comforted. You feel emotionally fulfilled. Definitely motivated. No question about that. So yeah, this is absolutely beautiful. Last category I've added is the, I forgot it yesterday, surprises and wishes, for better or worse. Ooh, baby, you got the 9 of Wands. Okay, well, I'm sorry for laughing. It started out with the 10. At least it's at the 9. Here's the good news about the 9. It then becomes the 10, which you started with, and it starts over again. You're just around the corner. You've had so much you're thinking about and wanting to achieve. And I know that about you. That's how you operate. You're thinking of how you can help others and how I can get this organization going while working with my family while going to get the shopping done, getting the gum I need. I'm just kidding. Yeah, you're just feeling like, whoo, boy, I'm feeling a little bit weary about this, but I know I'm going to get through it because I always do, and I have every intention to do that. That might be the surprise for you. It's like, you just feel all of a sudden like, oh no, what's happening? But right around the corner, it all changes. Like there's the 10, like the new moon and then the full moon. So hang in there, really. Take those breaks. You can do this. You've done it up to this point. We got through last year, for Pete's sakes. But still you have the energy, which is so beautiful. I mean, that's the only reason you got this far, right? And you'll continue to do so. Nothing's going to knock you down, boy, not with your perseverance. This is okay. It's okay. And it's interesting, you have 3 wand cards and you got that 3 Pentacles, boy. You are definitely mastering something. You are emerging now. And that's so perfect for Leo season. So hang in there and don't get yourself so out of sorts that, you know, you end up doing something or hurting yourself or feeling overexhausted. Take those extra breaks. You are absolutely worth it. We all are worth that. Nobody's going to mind. You know, we mind more than anyone else, especially as a mind sign that you are. So I am going to read to you the oracle, but I've been choosing a different oracle for every single sign, and I've done a couple of repeats, but I'm going to pick one for you specifically. It's just coming to mind right now. And it's going to be money and the law of attraction, because money is coming your way, and it's about how to manifest it, but it's also about how to manage it. And the people and the circumstances and the right, you know, mentors and teachers to give you some guidance on that. That's coming very strongly into the picture for me. So let's pick that out for you. It's one of my favorite oracle cards because it is Abraham Hicks, who I've been following and watching, and they are just the most incredible oracles that come to all of us and help us to realize we're all in this together, number 1. And there's all about the energies, number 2, and how we perceive things, how we think about things, that then brings that out into our universe. Whatever we're putting out, we're getting right back, okay? So money is a very important aspect of our lives in the material world that we live, the 3D world. But I think it's how we've been taught as a younger person a lot of times that we carry with us. That isn't necessarily true. So it helps you to evaporate that. These words of wisdom are incredibly uplifting as far as I'm concerned. They've helped me change my entire energy field. And I'm a different person. I literally am. I know I can attribute a lot of this to this. It was my mindset, and our mind can make or break so many things in our lives. So I'm going to just pull one right here for you. Ooh, I like this. It's number 20, which is 2. So there's something about partnerships for sure. But you've got this weather vane, basically. I can pivot under any and all conditions. Okay, because we all can. We can change the way we think. A pivot is a slight move, right? The slightest of move that can change everything for us. You have the ability to pivot under any and all circumstances or conditions. But most of all, you are habitual in nature, and your patterns are so well entrenched that at times the fastest path to the joy you seek is for you to take your pivot as you sleep. By reaching for the good feeling thoughts before you go to sleep. This is a beautiful, beautiful, you know, guidance for everybody, because I know I've done it and it helps so much. If you get that good feeling thought before you go to sleep and then experiencing the benefit of the quiet mind, which is essential for you, right, Aquarius? That occurs while you sleep. And then upon awakening, immediately turning to a good feeling thought, you can accomplish the ultimate pivoting experience. I mean, it seems simple. You may not have thought this. You may have known this already. Give it a try. These are wonderful tips that don't require a lot, but can change your entire perspective, your whole life, certainly your energy. So yeah, pivoting, boy, pivoting. Essential, especially when it comes to, you know, our conscious of abundance or lack. It's one or the other, right? I'm all about abundance, boy. There's unlimited abundance. There is. There's nothing that we couldn't have or accumulate through good feeling thoughts, because we see it everywhere around us. if it's happening with them, it can certainly happen for us, right? And I'm going to finish your reading today, Aquarius, with this beautiful Super Attractor Manifestation deck that's really saying you can create the life you want. But once again, you have to feel it and completely believe within yourself that this emotion, which is a good feeling emotion, will create that for you and bring it into your life, okay? In some way. It may not always be exactly as you want, but you know it'll happen nonetheless. It's just the most important thing. You have complete faith and, trust in the process. So your beautiful message, oh, I love this. The purples and the stars that represent you, that's no coincidence. There are no coincidences in the spirit world, right? Just beautiful synchronicities and messages and signs. When I'm patient, I let the universe do for me what I cannot do for myself. Because that's right, you may be an independent, very, very self-motivated person, Aquarius, but there are things that are out of control. I think we realized that more than ever last year, but we can still work with the energies, and we can ask that we are patient and that the universe help me in ways that I am not able to do. So make that happen. Just say this over and over and over again and watch what happens. The magic, especially this year for you. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Like I said, I had to shorten them up, but I kind of like it that way. And the meat and potatoes of the reading is there for you, or the vegetarians, whichever you prefer. I'm a vegetarian. So yes, most appropriate and loving energy is there and being sent your way always. Thank you for taking the time. It's a very important thing to me that you do. If you like what you saw, please like, subscribe, or share. But only if you're resonating. I just appreciate it, and it's free, and it's a really great way to support my channel. Either way, I'll be back for your mid-month readings. I hope to see you then or hear from you. If you ever comment, I will always respond. Have a beautiful rest of the day, and I'll see you later. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.